Hey, Brew Tubers, I'm back for one more tonight. Don't tell anybody. It's hump day, right? It's hump day, so I can do this. So this is exciting. This is Little Face Brewing. Little Face Brewing. SJPorr himself doing the double grain, triple play, band of Brew Tubers, dual grain triple play IPA. This was bottled, and this is cool. He put his date on the label. It was bottled on October 9th, bottled from the keg. He was right at almost 8% ABV and 88 IBUs. He used 6 ounce of caramel, 24 ounces. I think he said the label might be different. It might be a 20 and 40. I think it's 20 and 40. 6 ounces of caramel, 24 ounces of caramel, 40 to make the caramel 30. And then, he also added Werfelock and Burton water salts. That's cool. Can't believe I can read this, man. My eyes must be, after not wearing glasses and stuff, might be improving. He used 3/4 of an ounce of nugget for his bittering, and it was very high alpha on nugget, 13%. I don't think I probably have tasted nugget, just don't know it. That was it at 1 hour. He used half an ounce of Falconer Flight. Love me some Falconer Flight. I love me some Falconer Flight. It's one of my favorite beers on the wings of Armageddon, which is a double IPA you can get here at DC Brow. Try it sometime when you're in DC. Really cool brewery. Let's see. Half an ounce at 45 minutes, 1.25 ounces of Falconer Flight at 30 minutes, and 1 ounce of Falconer Flight at 50 minutes. Shitload of that. Actually, that basically results to a shitload of Falconer Flight. 2 ounces of Summit, which was his dry hop. That's a 17% alpha acid. Holy smokes. For his dry hop at 7 days, that should have a nice dankness. I would imagine that high of an alpha acid. And then he used USO5. My idea was to use all high alpha, yes you did, and feature the Falconer Flight for the flavor. I think you will be surprised with the drinkability of this double IPA. I won't, because SJ makes some damn good beers. He has some really good recipes too, and back when he had his homebrew store, he would package you up that recipe and send it to you ready to make. Enjoy the fruits of your labor and brew beer. Brew great beer. All right, well, let's go ahead and crack into this. I think I've got enough of the tape off that I can make this happen. Yep, had a good hist, very good hist for a bottle condition, and let's go ahead and get a pour. So, as I've said in a couple of my other videos, SJ and Mary were up here, I guess it's a few weeks ago now. Yeah, this is bottle condition, so I can go all in. He's clean. He is clean. All the swimmers in the pool. Okay, this looks exactly like my beer. As far as color-wise, it's probably a little clearer than mine is, because I didn't do any kind of cold crashing. I think he probably did. I don't know if he used any gelatin or not. He didn't say on the bottle. I poured it very slowly so the head didn't stick around, but I know this thing is carbonated because I can see the bubbles, and I heard a pretty good hiss when it came off of it. So let's go ahead and get a nose on this thing. Man. Yeah, I get the Falconer Flight right off. I mean, Falconer Flight is a mix of I want to say it's 7 different hops. I think it's all of the C hops, if I'm not mistaken, which makes the alpha acid so high because you got Columbus and Chinook and other stuff in there. But I think there's some other stuff in it too. I'll have to go back and look at that, but I think it's 7. I think it's 7 total hops, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is it's kind of hard to describe because you got tropical, you got citrus, you got the dankness, you got it all. It's like one big package here. But what that equates to is freaking wonderfulness on the nose, and I imagine wonderfulness on the taste buds as well. If it's anything like On the Wings of Armageddon, and it has the ABV. Actually, On the Wings of Armageddon's I think 9.2% or 9%. It's up there, but this isn't too far off. But yeah, I totally get the Falconer's Flight. The Summit, I don't know what the quality of Summit is supposed to be. I do get a little bit of a kind of a melon characteristic too, in addition to the kind of the classic fruity and citrus. I get a little bit of melon too. So I don't know if that's coming in from that super high alpha acid Summit. But I imagine when I drink a little bit of this and swirl it again, I'm going to get some super cat pee out of this thing with that high alpha acid on the dry hop. So cheers, Steven. Wow, that's surprising. Wow. First of all, the bittering isn't as strong as I thought it was going to be. I was expecting to like smack you in the face bitterness. That's not this. This is very, 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 very soft bitterness, I guess you would say. It's definitely there, and it's balancing all the, what I know is the alcohol and the grain in here. But it's a very, very, very smooth bittering. Stephen had said that this was out of his comfort zone in terms of IPA styles. I'm not sure what he means by that, but this thing is freaking wonderful. It's probably one of the smoothest bitter, I guess there's been a couple, but this is right up there with one of the smoothest bitter ones that I've tasted in this particular experiment. I only have, I think, a couple more left to go. I can see what he's saying about the drinkability of this thing. This is freaking dangerous because it doesn't drink like a almost 8% beer. It drinks like about a 5-6%er. I could crush a few of these things and be hurting tomorrow if I had a couple. I might have a couple. Yeah, the carbonation's spot on. Like I said, the bitterness is smooth. It finishes a little drier than I expected, but that's not nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it must be the Summit. The Summit kind of, well, no, it wouldn't be the Summit on the flavor. I don't know what that would be on the flavor. The flavor is, it's a little less fruity than what I get from On the Wings of Armageddon, although that's got a different, I think that's a lot of Pilsner too, so it has a different kind of bready quality to the malt probably. I'm getting a little bit of the Forum MP kind of, and when if you don't know what I'm saying when I say Forum MP, it's kind of a habit now. I went to NHC and we had me, Josh Secor, and Jake Woolstead, I think. We all sat in on this essential hop oils class where they gave us a base pale ale recipe beer. I think it was like Sam Adams or something. And then they came by and there was a base one that had nothing in it. And then they added different hop essential oils, so myrcene, terpenine, I think, whatever they all were. Forum MP was the one that was what people normally think of as dankness, the kind of the onion cat piss smell, kind of, they said the nice way to describe it is black currant. So the Forum MP just kind of stuck with me, so I keep saying that, so I apologize, but I mean that the cattiness. There's a little bit to this, but there's not as much as I get on the Falconer Flight. So maybe the Summit isn't quite as pungent on the Forum MP as some other ones, like say Columbus or Chinook. I use Columbus dry hopping, either Columbus or Chinook, predominantly Columbus dry hopping in my old school double IPA for the last dry hop to get a kind of a pungent, Forum MP smell. The Summit, even though it's 17%, doesn't quite have the same effect. I mean, it's there. I mean, it's definitely got the pungency, but I just made up a word. Yeah, but yeah, it's man. I love me some Falconer Flight, and I love this beer too. This is good stuff. The cool thing about SJ is that he lives only a few hours from me, and I'm gonna. The cool thing is I don't know if all you guys have this. I know Nate lives close to a couple of different brewers there with him in Georgia. I think Josh Secor and Jake Woolstead live pretty close together. I think that Tyler Everson, back when he gets into the swing of things, and I'm hoping he does at some point, they live not too far away, Wisconsin, Illinois. So I'm lucky here in Virginia that I have Larmo, Larry, down in probably another, hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe more south of me. And then I got SJ probably equal distance north of me in Pennsylvania. I also have, I think Ryan Lewis doesn't live too far away, although I haven't linked up with him yet. And then Mash Paddle, Jason lives actually the closest to me, I want to say. He lives out west of DC. So I've actually linked up with SJ here at the Dean's List, with Larmo here at the Dean's List, and with Jason at the Dean's List and at his place at Mash Paddle Brewery. So lucky that I've had a lot of interaction with the different home brewers here. That's really a cool thing. So anyway, hey, man, I'm kind of droning on right now. Hey, Steven, thank you for the beer. Thank you for participating in the hop experiment. And matter of fact, thank you for giving me the suggestion and the idea on your chat group or on the chat group to do a hop experiment, because you're the one that kind of kicked me in the pants and gave me the idea to set this up. So it's been a lot of fun. I still got a couple of beers left to go, and I got one redo to do. So I think I'm down to 3 more reviews if I'm counting right. So anyway, hey, yeah, thanks for the beer, Steve. Cheers.